Okay, Daphne, we are recording. Let's go ahead and
Oh, thank you, John.
get started.
Welcome, everybody, to John Austin's team call for Global Coin Reserve. It's honestly my privilege and a pleasure to be asked to host this call and introduce John Austin. John has, as I mentioned earlier, been a network marketer actively for 51 years. He was a mere lad, obviously, when he started networking. He's been the master distributor of different companies, always gone to the top, and he's had downlines of 350,000 people plus. He's a highly accomplished person, writes and publishes a lot, always is a leader, and I can honestly say from my personal experience of working with John, he's always there for his people and his team, and he seems to be a 24/7 person. So I would just like to warmly welcome you, John, for taking the time to bring your next piece to each one of us here. Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you for that warm welcome and for taking introductions. And I'm excited to be here and share a relatively new technology that may change your life more than any other technology before it. I'm talking to you from the Philippines right now, and that is made possible by technology. Technology has completely changed the way we live today. Now, many of these technologies took a number of years to catch on, the computer being one of the most recent examples. Today, I'm going to be talking about cryptocurrency, which has been around for a little over 6 years, and just like the computer, it will now be part of our lives whether or not we choose to personally get involved. If you missed investing in Microsoft and Apple and a host of other stocks that could have made you wealthy, cryptocurrency is going to create a transfer of wealth that will make all of those technologies seem like kiddie stock. Cryptocurrency was first brought into existence by a bunch of computer geeks that wanted to create a virtual currency as a means of bartering between themselves. Now, that grew into what we now know today as Bitcoin, which is rapidly changing the way people do business all around the world. And as I already stated, it will potentially produce the greatest transfer of wealth in history. I want to be part of that windfall, and I'm taking time out of my day to introduce this to as many of my friends as I can, because I truly don't want anyone to be left out. Like I mentioned with Microsoft and Apple, everyone on this call has missed opportunities that could have made them millionaires many times over had they invested with any of the several technologies that came along during their lifetimes. I had a friend who sat in a living room with Bill Gates when he was raising money to start Microsoft. Bill was asking each person for $1,000. My friend had $1,000 in his pocket, but he couldn't visualize the future of Microsoft. Everyone who invested that day became multimillionaires, so don't be like my friend and close your mind before you have all of the facts. GCR is an acronym for Global Coin Reserve. In the short time I've been involved with GCR, I've earned more money faster than with any other opportunity that I've been involved with in the past 51 years. Not only that, I have acquired enough cryptocurrency already to make me a millionaire when the price of our GCR coin matches the price of Bitcoin. In fact, I have no doubt that many of you on this call today will become millionaires with this opportunity, so please pay attention because this could be the most important financial decision you will ever make. Now, before I get started talking about GCR, I would like to give you a little background information that might help set the stage for why we need cryptocurrency. I was recently listening to Steve Sugarud, who is the chief strategist for Stansberry Research, one of the largest independent financial research firms on the planet, with more than 350,000 clients in over 170 countries. In short, he is saying there will be an announcement this coming October 15th that will shake the foundations of currencies worldwide. He is suggesting getting as much of your money outside of the American dollar as possible before that date. Considering the fact that he is staking his reputation with 350,000 clients, there is likely some merit to what he is saying. He says, and I quote, "And I believe it will trigger one of the most profound transfers of wealth in our lifetime. You simply must be prepared and understand what's about to happen. I'm talking about hundreds of billions of dollars changing hands in a single day after this announcement is made. If you own U.S. assets, stocks, bonds, real estate, or just cash in a bank account, you must be aware of what's about to happen. And as you'll see, this could be a once-in-a-lifetime chance to set yourself up for safe and extraordinary gains. On or about October 20th this year, the International Monetary Fund is going to make a huge announcement that could radically alter the financial markets and initiate a transfer of wealth unlike anything we've seen in more than 3 decades. We know the approximate date of this announcement because I recently accessed the IMF's meeting schedule. Like most official documents, it is filled with acronyms and insider jargon, but if you understand the markets, it's not hard to figure out exactly what's going on, what they'll really be deciding. I can tell you for certain that this meeting is all about a big potential shift in the world currency markets. As you probably know, the currency market is the world's largest, most vital marketplace. It's far, far larger than the stock market, end quote. Now, Dr. Sugarud went on to talk about a small but similar announcement that was made January 15th of this year, 2015. Swiss Central Bank announced it was ending the long-time currency peg between the franc and the euro. The Swiss franc soared 40% within hours, and because the franc became so expensive, people started dumping stocks like Nestle, Cartier, and Credit Suisse. Billions were wiped off the Swiss stock market overnight as part of the largest one-day drop in almost 30 years. Millions of middle-class Europeans outside of Switzerland lost a fortune because they borrowed money in Swiss francs. Suddenly, they owed 40% more than they did the day before. But not everyone suffered because of the Swiss Central Bank's currency decision. Some banks and many with insider information had already sold the euro and bought the franc just in time to catch their share of the billions of dollars that exchanged hands in just a few hours. Now, there were record lines on currency exchanges with people trying to change money after the price of the franc began to soar, but it was those who knew ahead of time and took action that not only preserved their wealth but made instant millions as a result of the announcement. Now, many people have no idea how much money exchanges hands on a normal business day. When the IMF makes their announcement this coming October, I am certain that the currency exchanges won't be able to handle a fraction of the currency exchanges that frantic people will be attempting to make. Now, how big is the currency market? In comparison to the New York Stock Exchange, which trades $28 billion daily, and the equities market, which trades $191 billion daily, the currency market is between $5 and $6 trillion that are traded daily. Right now, you have the opportunity to acquire GCR currency through our coin mining operation at the lowest price it will ever be, and you can purchase it with dollars that are now at the highest price they will ever be. So if Dr. Sugarud is remotely correct, the GCR coin may be the safest currency that you can buy before the dollar is devalued this coming October. From what I have studied, I predict that the demand for the GCR coin will go vertical, and trading some of your dollars now for GCR coins could be your best hedge against the dollar being devaluated, and also perhaps the greatest return on your money that you will ever see. Now, the IMF, in concert with other powers that be, are trying to create a one-world currency because that will be the ultimate form of control. If there is a monopoly in currency, they can fix prices and wages worldwide. They can virtually control if you eat or not. They can even tell you where you're going to live. And if you don't have control over your finances, you will literally be a slave to their every whim just in order to survive. Now, once you understand the future of cryptocurrencies and how they are taking over the dollar and many other currencies worldwide, I have no doubt that you will want as many coins as you can get your hands on, and you'll want to tell everyone that you care about so they can do the same. Imagine earning millions of dollars and then looking back and seeing many people around you who missed the opportunity. How are you going to feel then because you were too afraid or too selfish to share this information with them? Will you now share your newfound wealth with them? Or would it have been better to help them get their own piece of the GCR coin bonanza? Having money is a lot more enjoyable when you have good friends gathered around you, and those you share this with will be friends indeed rather than friends in need. Now, some people may not see this opportunity and may miss it even after being on one of our conference calls, but at least they cannot come back to you and complain because you didn't tell them about it. So let's not be afraid to share this with anyone you may happen to meet. Sometimes we get dominated by fear, but this is a time to be bold. Your friends need to know about GCR coins and our mining opportunity, because once our coins are all mined, there will never be another GCR coin brought into circulation, and if you or your loved ones miss this opportunity, you simply miss it. Now, I almost missed GCR myself. It took me 2 months after hearing about it to actually sit down and take a serious look. Right now, I'm kicking myself because I probably left $10 to $20 million sitting on the table for not taking action when I first heard about GCR coins. Now, to give you a little background, the GCR company got started July 3rd, 2014. The home office is in Plano, Texas. 18 million coins have been mined as of April 22nd, 2015, and unlike many cryptocurrencies, GCR coins are only mined when the company receives an order for a mining package. The coins are owned solely by the members. They are not owned by the company or by any bank or government. This currency is totally private, and as soon as we go public, the GCR coin will be lawful money in 400 countries. You can transfer money instantaneously to anyone, anywhere in the world, without any fees or interference by any government. Now, this currency cannot be counterfeited. It cannot be inflated. It will continue to increase in value because the demand will continue to increase. There is a cap on the number of coins that will be mined. The most coins we will ever put into circulation is 46 million. On the surface, that may seem too few, but no matter how much the coin increases in value, you will still be able to buy or sell things that cost pennies using GCR coins. And putting a cap on the number of coins in circulation is what will keep the price of our coin going up instead of going down. Other companies are making billions of coins, and as I will explain momentarily, this actually decreases the value of any currency. As of April 22, 2015, there were 8,800 members of GCR. This number will explode in the coming weeks and months as we are almost ready to reveal our secret weapons that will quickly increase demand for our coins. There are 3 owners of GCR Marketing. GCR Marketing did not create the GCR coin. We are only a marketing arm for the mining services, which is a well-established process that brings the GCR coin into being. As I stated earlier, no company or government owns the currency. Individuals who own coins are the only owners of this currency. I would like to briefly mention the CEO of GCR, Bob Wood. I have known Bob for over a year and was introduced to Bob by a friend who highly recommended him as the best person to create an MLM software. Right away, Bob let me know that he would not program any software for me without first knowing the details about the company, product, compensation plan, and owners of the company. In short, he would not create tools for any company that may potentially hurt or scam their customers or distributors. To me, that speaks mountains about Bob, because most people only care about your money. Now, Bob right away, Bob got interested in computers when he was working in a management position for Eureka Foods, a network marketing company. Now, I believe that was back in the early 80s. Someone had contacted the owner of Eureka Foods wanting to sell him one of the first computers to hit the market. It was a Texas Instruments brand, which was probably the best personal computer of the day, as Texas Instruments was the leader at that time in the field of calculators and computing. Now, the owner of Eureka Foods asked Bob to check out this computer to see if it might help with their business. Bob took it home and fell in love with it. He then quit his job and went to school for computer sciences, and then upon graduating, he went to work for Ross Perot, and from there worked for Bill Gates, helping to innovate and develop Microsoft Windows. Understanding the need for software to manage downlines in MLM companies, Bob later created perhaps the first MLM software which has become the backbone of the industry used by virtually every MLM company today. Bob is an innovator, and he went on to create other software that is used by Fortune 500 companies, and as I understand it, has earned over $200 million from those enterprises. Now, I believe that Bob brings to GCR exactly the right integrity, expertise, and vision that we need to do everything legally, ethically, and honestly to make the GCR coin the premier coin in the industry. As I speak, we are rated neck and neck in popularity with Bitcoin on 67 currency exchanges. This is a huge feather in our cap, which will increase demand of our coin in a much shorter time than it happened for Bitcoin, and that is what ultimately drives the price up. Now, some people who got in Bitcoin early enjoyed a 250,000% return on investment, and we believe that many people who get in early with GCR coin will do even better. Bitcoin got started 6 years ago. This was a totally new technology, and nobody had a crystal ball to know what would happen. Many people spent their coins early. One gentleman bought a $9 pizza using 90 Bitcoins. That equates to 10 cents per coin, and today they are worth $250 each. Essentially, that pizza cost him $22,500 at current value for the Bitcoin. Naturally, we are basing a lot of our predictions for the GCR coin on the track record we now have with Bitcoin. We can see what has happened, and we can make comparisons based upon what drives market price in cryptocurrency, and we're bringing a lot of innovations to our GCR coin that will make our coin even more desirable than our predecessor, the Bitcoin. We are confident that these innovations will drive the price up higher and faster than what happened with Bitcoin, which will translate to faster and larger returns for those who acquire GCR coins during its infancy. Now, GCR will soon be offering an educational package which might be compared to a college education in cryptocurrencies. You will learn everything you need to know, not only to capitalize on this opportunity by referring friends and family, but there will be some monster incomes earned for sharing our soon-to-be-released rewards and incentive programs to retailers. There will be many incentives for retailers and business owners to accept and use GCR coins, as well as cashback rewards to people who begin using the GCR coin as a medium of exchange. Now, retailers who catch the vision of the GCR coin will not only be able to profit from a ton of free advertising that will bring customers to their door, but they can, if they choose, tell their customers about the GCR coin mining operation and referral opportunity. Not only can this be immediately very profitable for those who promote it, but it will help to increase popularity of our GCR coin, driving the demand and price even higher. Now, everybody who is holding some of our coins will obviously have a hedge against inflation, but their net worth will actually increase as the demand for these coins increases. Now, there are several factors to consider when evaluating a cryptocurrency. How many coins? Number one, how many coins are ultimately going to be in circulation? Number two, what kind of infrastructure is in place to create an ecosystem for that currency? This relates to making the GCR coin user-friendly and desirable as a safe and profitable medium of exchange worldwide. Number three, what kind of backing does the currency have? So let's discuss the number of coins in circulation. GCR coin will never have more than 46 million coins. As a matter of comparison, there is another coin that is now making a strong entry into the market. I won't mention any names because my purpose is only to educate and not to defame. However, for simplicity in communicating this to you, I'm going to call this the mystery company and the mystery coin. Please understand, I'm not being derogatory. This is a bit complicated to communicate, and this will simply make it easier by giving this company and coin a name. That being said, the mystery company is bringing over 2 billion coins into circulation. The larger number naturally dilutes the value of the coin. Let me explain how that works. Let's imagine that either of these coins represents the currency of an entire nation. One, the GCR coin, has 46 million coins, and the mystery currency has over 2 billion coins. Does the number of coins change the wealth of a nation? Obviously not. It only determines the value of each coin. Therefore, each coin in the GCR currency would be equal in value to 46 of the mystery coins. Another way of saying that, if the GCR coin was worth $1, it would take 46 mystery coins to equal $1. So what happens to our dollar every time they print more paper dollars? The value goes down because there are more dollars competing for the same amount of goods and services. Today's dollar is worth only 3% of the value of our dollar 100 years ago, only because the number of dollars that had been printed and put into circulation. You can perhaps imagine adding 46 gallons of water to a gallon of soup. It may look like soup and it may smell like soup, but it's going to taste like water. So in case you don't know, market capitalization equals the price per coin multiplied by the number of coins in circulation. So let's compare the rate of acquiring the GCR coin versus the rate of acquiring the mystery coin. The mystery company also mines their coins, which is a good thing. They also have a referral program with entry level starting at 100 euros compared to GCR's lowest package, which is $70. Top entry level in the mystery coin is 5,000 euros compared to our top entry of 3,000 US dollars. The euro is worth slightly more than the US dollar, so that brings their entry price up even a little bit higher. For 5,000 euros, you would receive 10,000 mystery coins at a cost of slightly more than 50 cents per coin. By comparison, the GCR coin at the current rate of mining would produce approximately 3 times as many coins, or 30,000 coins, for a smaller investment of only $3,000. Now, I may not be the sharpest knife in the drawer, but I'm not the dullest either. I am an accounting school graduate and pretty quick at finding the differences between the hype and actual numbers. And if you're good with math, this is a simple equation. Let me try to explain. For 5,000 euros, you would receive 10,000 of the mystery coins based upon the same rate of mining as our $3,000 package. If GCR had a $5,000 mining package, it would be safe to assume that you would receive 50,000 GCR coins from 1 month of 1 month mining contract. Now here's where it really gets interesting. Since it would take 46 mystery coins to equal 1 GCR coin, we would then have to multiply the 50,000 GCR coins you would receive from your $5,000 mining contract by 46 in order to correctly compare the difference in value between the two currencies. 50,000 times 46 equals 2.3 million. In other words, you would need to receive 2.3 million mystery coins to equal the value of 50,000 GCR coins. Now, they tell me that eventually the mystery coins will make a split that will double the number of coins that you have, so the 10,000 coins you would receive from 5,000 euros would ultimately net you 20,000 coins. I haven't been able to get an answer on how that's really happening. But anyway, it's very easy for many people to get sucked into the hype of making a lot of money in a marketing plan while they understand little or nothing about the actual value of the product they're selling to other people. Now, the truth will set you free, and when you understand the adjusted value of the mystery coin based upon the number of coins that will be brought into circulation, you will see that you would be losing the equivalent of 1,380,000 mystery coins each month you mine one of their $5,000 contracts versus what you would receive mining coins with GCR. Now, in my opinion, there are millions of dollars being siphoned off by the owner of the mystery coin company, and the number one reason for launching this company was to enrich the owner. That's simply a judgment call on my part, and I could be wrong. We would need to actually discover the money trail in order to know for sure where all that money is going. But to take it one step further, the creator of the mystery coin is hoping to receive a valuation of 50 cents per coin when they go public. If that's the case, you would be at a break-even point on your mining contract. However, it is possible that the mystery coin could be valued at 5 cents or even less. Many crypto coins are valued at 1/100th of a cent to 1/1000th of a cent, and most have no value at all. Much of the momentum that the mystery company is having right now is based upon them announcing that their coins are partially backed by gold. After investigating the facts, I discovered that the backing for each of these mystery coins is only 1/3 of 1 cent in gold bullion. That means that if the mystery coin fails for any reason, the gold backing would only give you 1 penny for every three of your mystery coins. And considering that you paid 50 cents for each coin, the gold backing has no value except for hype and for marketing purposes. Now, our GCR coin is also backed by gold up to a certain value. We don't know yet what the actual dollar amount of that backing for each coin will be, but my understanding is that it will be substantially more than what you're paying for the coin right now. That simply means that no matter what happens, you will not lose your money at the current cost of mining these coins. Right now, about 87% of all cryptocurrency capitalization is in the Bitcoin, which is running about $250 per coin. There are over 600 cryptocurrencies on the market today. GCR coin is rated in the top 5, and that is because we are purposely positioning ourselves to be the leader, or at least that is our focus and intention. Now, many of the cryptocurrencies were created as a front for Ponzi schemes. One of those was just shut down, and the owners are now in prison. Members of GCR are the ones who will initially create popularity and demand for the GCR coin, so it behooves each of us to share the mining opportunity with as many people as we can, and of course by doing that you will be rewarded through our referral program. There are 5 entry levels into our coin mining program. I'm going to round up the numbers for sake of simplicity. A $70 package would give you somewhere around 12 to 14 coins per day. Now understand, folks, these are just averages that have been going on. As more coins are produced, the algorithms are actually more difficult, and there will be slightly less coins produced in the same 24-hour period. The $150 package right now is running about 40 coins a day. The $300 package, somewhere between 90 and 100 coins a day. The $1,000 package, probably about 390 a day, and the $3,000 package, somewhere around 900 to 1,000 coins per day. Now, for the sake of helping you understand what this could mean to you and to anyone you introduce to the GCR mining operation, I'm going to assume, for the sake of this illustration, that each GCR coin will one day be equal to Bitcoin in value. And again, for the sake of simplicity, I will round down the numbers. So at the $70 package and our current mining rate, you would expect to have around 300 GCR coins at the end of 1 month of mining. So if you were to hold your coins until they reach $250 in value, you would have earned $75,000 on your $70 mining package. And then from our largest package, a $3,000 mining contract at today's mining rate would produce in the neighborhood of 30,000 coins. If you were to hold those coins until they reach $250 each, you would have $7.5 million worth of coins. Now, it's conceivable to believe that these coins will one day top $1,000 in value and could eventually go up to many thousands of dollars each. So the question is, how would you spend coins valued at, say, $10,000 each? The beauty of these coins is they can be broken down into millions of parts, and you could literally spend pennies worth of GCR coins if you needed to. Now, everything is virtual and easily tracked, so if you understand the power of this currency, it could eventually replace the dollar, the euro, and every other currency, creating a global currency that would stop all inflation and government intervention into your finances. Now, finally, here's the real beauty of our system. One thing Bitcoin lacked was a marketing platform that clearly explained the big benefits of cryptocurrency. Think about it. Bitcoin did no marketing and still did extremely well with having their digital coins accepted and used by thousands of people. With this opportunity, you will have 3 critical marketing elements missing from the Bitcoin business model. That means you will have the full power of our simple-to-use cloud mining service that allows you to get mining your first coin the very first day you get started. Even if you have no experience whatsoever, it allows you to earn by joining our team of dealers who are incentivized to go into the world and share the cloud mining service we have to market with others. Plus, a marketing strategy specifically designed for massive global exposure That's 3 solid ways to build your business. Now, we have the formula for success that the masses can get behind, and by getting started today in this fast-moving opportunity, your stake in your claim can be one of the fastest-growing shifts the world has seen in the last decade. Now, if you're like me, you may be thinking, will the market really take this digital currency over regular money? Here's what I know. The dollar you have in your pocket 10 years ago is not worth the same amount in today's economy. Your dollar now buys less, right? Well, people are looking for alternatives like cryptocurrency and simple-to-use mining services that help put a handle on the ever-weakening mainstream dollar, and that's what got my attention. Furthermore, we have experts in the financial market that are saying that the cryptocurrency is here to stay. Somebody was telling me a quote by Bill Gates. He said, "Cryptocurrency is not going away." So, it's going to be here with us, folks. It's a new technology. It really is a technology, and we don't have time to get in a lot of details, but I really believe this covers all the points that a person needs to understand in order to make a decision whether or not to mine for coins. Again, there are many articles and quotes from financial experts that lead us to believe that this will be the greatest transfer of wealth in history. Now, I don't encourage anyone to invest more than they can afford to lose, but at the same time, I wouldn't suggest being so conservative that you don't get enough coins to change your address if and when the GCR coin becomes the world leader in cryptocurrencies. Now, one thing for sure, cryptocurrencies are here to stay, and if you happen to be in the right place at the right time, which I believe you are, you will never have a better opportunity to create a fortune in a relatively short period of time. With that, I'll turn it back to our moderator.
Oh, well, thank you, John. My gosh, that is enlightening and liberating information, and I'm sure it gives everybody impetus to consider the GCR seriously. John's certainly given us information to make decisions for ourselves, and thank you, everybody, for coming. And do get back to the person that invited you to the call, and stay tuned for John's next conference call for GCR. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thank you, John.
Thank you, everyone, and have a wonderful day.